Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to the... Look at the two horses, the neighbor's horses laying down, hanging out over there by Kai Kai. I love it when they do that. I remember when our horses, when they got quite old, they do that. Sometimes, oh, there's one coming up. Sometimes you go running out there, you're going, oh dear Lord, is it breathing? I don't see it breathing. You freak out. But anyway, welcome to Hump Day. It's Wednesday the 26th of February. Man, on Sunday the 8th of March, the time changes. Sparky, he's just sitting over there. He's all huddled down with Danny. No spackles this morning. He says, I'm too comfortable. I ain't moving.
I'm not. All three of them are over there.
There's a third one?
Abby's around the backside.
Oh, I didn't see Abby.
Yeah, they got this nice and soft.
Well, they huddle underneath that old tree. They're so funny. All right, Mama, let's roll out.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll see you when we get down there.
All right, you be careful.
All right, you do the same.
All right.
Well, there, little woman.
It's a lot of rain.
The rain came in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Sprinkled last night at home.
Yeah.
It actually rained pretty good there at one point.
Enough to get everything wet.
Yeah. But look what's gone.
Yeah, somebody came and got it.
Either the pokey came and hauled it away, or the owner decided he remembered he had a Ford pickup truck. I've never done anything like that before.
No, never.
Honest, I have that motorcycle. No, you don't. All right. Have yourself a wonderful hump day. And I'll see you in the passings.
Sounds good.
All right. You see you. Bye. Bye now. So I get to change the oil on a Ryker for the first time. You don't do the first service on these things until 6,000 miles. And this is a trade-in. I traded in on a Spyder. All right, let's get her down there. Do my first oil change on one of these things. Yeah, I might be interested in this thing. But I'm about to put an extra charge to it by doing the service on it. Pull the air filter regardless. You never know if somebody put a dirt sucker in there. And that's the intake side of it, so it's perfectly clean. And in case you're wondering about why we change the oil regardless, is we don't know what happens to it once it goes in the customer's hands. Did they take it home and dump the oil and put what they think is something better in there? Promise you, run the BRP oil in these things. So, I mean, it's probably all stock oil, everything's fine, but because we're selling it now, it's our vehicle. We got to ensure that everything is perfect. There's your oil filter. It's a top loader. It's a 3-bolt cap. If you guys are familiar with Sparks and snowmobiles, you'll be very familiar with that. And then there's two drains. There's the engine case, and then there's the sump drain. I'll show you that here in just a moment. So it's really hard to, I can't get a camera underneath there, but there's the sump and the main engine drains. They're just sitting under that pan there. And of course, you use the BRP oil change kit. There's two kits. There's one for the 600. There's one for the 900. Comes with filter, sealing washers, and the O-ring for the oil filter, and 3.5 quarts for the 900. I love their little half quarts. Ain't they so cute? Gotta love it. The drain bolts, 17 millimeter, 10 millimeter. It's got the new washers on there. There's the old. Never reuse the old. I just had to deal with a BMW. Yeah, never reuse them. The torque is 30 Newton meters, 15 Newton meters. You know how I always tell you guys, always use the manufacturers, their metric torques. Don't ever rely on their conversion. So the books shows 20 Newton meters, or 30 Newton meters or 22 foot-pounds. 15 Newton meters or 28 foot-pounds. 30 Newton meters, 22 pounds. 15, isn't that half? So why is the foot-pounds 28 and not 11? Because that's wrong. 15 Newton meters is about 11 foot-pounds, and the book clearly shows 28. So use the metric conversions. Use a meter that you convert, or download an app that you can convert. Always go by the metric specs. These guys do everything in metric, so rely on that. Don't rely on their conversion in the manual. Do your own conversion if you don't have a meter you can convert. Check the check valve in that thing. Little tricky getting the filter out without making a mess, but I got it done. Just you can get the cover out this side, and you got to kind of jockey around that coolant hose. Just as soon as it lifts or clears the filter cavity, throw a rag underneath it, and you're good to go. You don't want to make a mess out of them. Here's another little tidbit that I got suckered into believing it wasn't this way. The filter has to be wedged into the cap, and what fooled me is the cap came off without the filter. So I go to put the cap on, and there's resistance. It's like the 990s with the oil filters on those, both the SM and SE5s. The engine oil filter has to be wedged into the cover. I mean, and it's in there. You have to literally just, it presses in. You can actually see the little nubs. There's 3 of them. You can actually see where it's bowing the metal right there if the camera's focusing on that. But the other nice thing is, it makes it very easy to get the filter and everything in there. But yeah, don't set it on there and use the bolts to push that in. Put the filter in the cover first, and then the cover on, with a new O-ring, of course. All right, one last thing. The filter cover is 9 Newton meters. You can see that. Alright, so that'll be enough of that frolicking about here. Let's take a Ryker for a ride. That's a F900XR right there. I remember all the little hoops I gotta jump through here to get her going. Whee! Oh yeah, that comfort seat. That is all the difference in the world on one of these. Huge difference. Whee! Good old Ryker Rallye. Yeah, baby. These things are so much fun. Oh, it feels so good to sit down and ride something. I miss the old Rallye, that's for sure. Holy moly. It just flashes me back to all that goofing around on that Rallye. That boy standing there with a broke arm. He might have done that on a two-wheeler. He might be looking at this Ryker going, I need something with some stability. Whoa. What is... Oh. I thought it was like a big old pool or something. It's like some water catch or something. So the other day when I announced that Harley officially released that Softail standard, when I was editing that video, I thought to myself, you know what? It's overwhelmingly obvious that this thing, I should have mentioned this thing is what I'm thinking. It's overwhelmingly obvious that this is just like a more naked street bob. It's essentially a street bob. Doesn't have the fork gaiters, doesn't have the side plate, doesn't have the cool crinkle coat motor. It's just a base model of a street bob. But the Softail standard is the Softail standard. If you look at the specs, you can even do a comparison between my Slim and that. Obviously the length and everything's going to be different because I got the little fat front wheel on there, but the specs for the most part are all the same on all the Softails. I mean, there's models that are obviously different, but look at the Slim, the Street Mod. I mean, they are pretty much the same. You know, some rake and trail, you know, different ones, but it's pretty much the same platform. So, Captain Obvious here, yes. It's essentially a Street Bob minus some of the more cosmetic differences than anything else. And I love that it's got that center license plate on it. I love those center ones. That looks normal to me. Them side plates, I just never been a big fan of them. I just rather have a license plate sitting on the back like a normal motorcycle. But you know, I've had how many of them with the side plates. I've never, I think through some of the online stuff you can actually order the Canadian version, or with the center plate. Look at there, an Indian. Will he wave? Yeah, he waves. Even an Indian guy waves at a Ryker. But oh my lord, looking at the comments on there, everybody's, don't you realize it's just a Street Bob? Oh jeez. Is that not obvious? I mean, if you know anything about Harleys, in a single glance you go, oh, Street Bob. That's well, it's not really chromed out. I mean, it's got chrome bars, the steel wheels are chrome, there's some chrome stuff on it, but it's mostly like that brushed aluminum, or satin, I think Harley calls it. It's just brushed aluminum, just like my Slim. I don't think there's a ABS option. There's some different things, but you're getting it for $1,000 less. And I love what you know, what Harley's thinking here is just to get people intrigued to buy this thing and do of it what you will, you know. Harley's got a if you go to their YouTube channel, they got a little, I don't know, it's a minute and a half, minute 50 seconds, whatever it is. It's one of the designers, you know, and like he said, you're probably not even going to recognize that this is a Softail Slim because people are going to change it so much. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And at 13.6, dude, and you're getting that wonderful 107, which I'm a huge fan of the 107. That's more in the area where I ride, you know, torque or bottom end mid-range. I don't go road racing around on a cruiser or a touring bike. I could care less about that. And I love how noticeably the 107, especially in those lighter platforms like the Street Bob, the Softail Standard, my Slim, jeez, the motors feel fantastic. And yet again, there you are, a blank sheet of paper. It's just a stone stock 107. Here you go. You can buy the 131 crate motor, or you can put the 128 kit in it. You can't put the 131 kit in it because the it's got a different stroke crank. The 114s and 117s have a longer stroke. But yeah, love that motorcycle. I mean, that thing's really has my head spinning about that thing. Give her a quick little walk around here. She's dirty. Must been outside at some point. Yeah, buddy. Love them Rykers. They're so much fun. And man, this thing is kitted out. I mean, it's got the backrest, premium or comfort seats. The rear seat, the kit comes with the foot pegs. That's not like an add-on. It's part of that kit. It's got the shade bag kit on it, or shad. Heck yeah. Gotta love it. Let's get her back in there and verify oil level, and we'll ship it up front to the sales boys and girls. Well, this thing is not gonna last long. I can imagine fully kitted out with the shield, the seats, the backrest, these aftermarket mirrors from somewhere. Just love the pull of these things. They're so fun. I need to stop that, because then that little kid starts to come out in you. This is going to be somebody's pride and joy here. Alright, let me get her up on the rack here right quick. Do a couple more checks, and I'll be done. Everything else checked out perfect. Check this out. A red 2020 F900 XR. That sucker looks good in red. Holy moly. That looks really nice. What y'all think of that one? Woo! That is pretty. Such a fun motorcycle. Well, hello there, YouTube. If you look at the outskirts of the windows there, there's a little bit of twilight. Very nice. Not this Sunday morning at 2 a.m., but next Sunday, the following Sunday.
Yeah,
time changes.
All get to change our clothes.
Yep, this will be after 7. This will be 7:30. That means I can get home with about an hour and a half of daylight. I mean, it won't be that much, but
as the summer goes on, you know how it goes.
Oh yeah. It'll be nice to drive home and the sun be up.
Yeah.
Literally get home and the sun's gonna be in the sky.
Yeah.
Happy times, Mama.
Yeah.
Winter's over.
Exactly.
I don't wish that too much, because winter can come back in a heartbeat around here.
And ruin your summer.
Yeah. It won't be snow or anything anymore. Well, you can get snow,
yeah,
but nothing that'll stick. But it can be rainy and nasty and make your life miserable. You just never know. You just keep your fingers crossed and hope Mother Nature is kind to you this year.
Yes.
Anyway, that was a busy day at work. It was fun. Got to ride a Ryker Rallye. That was really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Heck yeah. So, I think on that, because I filmed so much stuff today.
Yeah.
It's going to take some work to make a video out of this tonight.
Yeah, you got lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. Alright.
Yes. We'll
see you bright and early on Thursday morning.
We'll see you in the
morning. As you're watching this one on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll see you then.
You guys take care.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.